Welcome back, guys, to the adventures of Willikins. It's been a while. It's been about a week since I've done my gameplay, but again, as I told you before, I was moving. Oh my God, you creeped me out. I had to move into a house, so this is why not now. Right now, we're all in my office, my little personal office. Now that things have gotten settled down a bit, I can go back to gameplay instead of just my little videos I do on my phone. I can now go back to my computer games. So here we are with episode 4 of the Adventures of Willikins. Willikins, where are you? Willikins, I had to go to the bedroom. Why are you going out of the bedroom?
Perhaps I should poke that general area with a stick just to ensure that Master Nick is in there. No, I can hear him breathing. Too bad.
If you'll hear any noise, it's the neighbor over there chopping wood. It's weird. You live in the city, but people are still chopping wood. Don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing other than looking for a murder weapon.
This is a hit rigging.
Yes, we've been through this already. I shan't keep you from your silly accents, that is. Would you just remind me again where I might find the legal proof of sanity for Nick of Nick Hall?
Ah, yes. As I mentioned previously, the paperwork you seek was issued to the patient's family. A good great-aunt of some sort, if I'm not mistaken.
That was it. Sorry to trouble you. Good day.
Oh, that's right. Good, great, Petunia. She has the paperwork. It's put somewhere. She gave us some kind of code to try and find it. Right here.
No.
Why not? So far, we're still trying to find a way to decipher the secret code so we can find the proof of sanity for Master Nick, who I still think is still a wee bit insane for the way that he acts.
You may have heard some commotion earlier. Nothing to be too concerned about. There's just been a murder.
Goodness!
Who is this lady?
In any event, I am endeavoring to discover precisely what happened, and I was wondering if you might offer some insight into some way of providing proof of Master Nick's sanity.
Yeah.
Well, the proof's in the pudding, right? Isn't that what they say?
It is a thing that some people say, yes.
I'm afraid I may not be your best source for sanity, Mr. Willikins. But good luck with that.
That's exactly what Master Nick said. I've another question about the murder, specifically the murder weapon. You obviously deal with a number of rather lethal implements in your duties here. Could one of them have made a hole about 20 centimeters in diameter in a man's torso?
Nothing like that in here, Mr. Willikins. That sounds like a railroad spike or some such. But I know Master Nick cancelled the railroad maze and sent that crew home months ago.
Ah, yes, I'd almost forgotten about the railroad maze. What is it that you're working on here, miss?
Why, Master Nick's Hedge Maze of Doom, of course. The plans are posted on the garden shed over there. Now, if you wouldn't mind, sir, I must get back to my work. There's much to be done.
You weren't any help at all, woman.
An extremely rare double-headed hay-fruit.
Are you having a stroke, Willikins? Oh, that's what you found there. You found a coin. I just have a nice little coin there.
The grounds of Nick Hall are currently under extensive renovation, in keeping with Master Nick's latest pet project, the Hedge Maze of Doom. This one is New Lefty. No, I don't get it either. This one is Old Lefty.
The only thing close we've gotten to finding out what the possible murder weapon could be would have been like a railroad spike. But then again, they haven't had need for a railroad of any kind since Nick got rid of it several months prior to this event happening, so I guess we'll still have to try.
Patriotism in its purest form. A necktie.
Willikins, stay out of there. That area is off limits to you.
Eh.
It's still warm from where the dog was lying. Yes, sir.
I suppose you want me to flip this coin to help me decide if you may look under my bed.
That would work.
Yes, sir, if it's not too much trouble.
It is a great deal of trouble, but if it'll shut you up about...
About clearing you of the murder charges?
Right. That. Alright, I'm flipping the coin, Willikins. Call it.
Heads, sir.
Sorry, it's tails.
Are you quite sure about that, sir?
Yes, quite.
Only that coin?
It's tails, Willikins. Just like my second favourite Sonic the Hedgehog character and my fourth favourite part of most animals. Which means you lose. You don't get the thing you want. What thing was that again?
I most emphatically did not want to look under your bed, sir.
Well then, the coin has spoken. You get under that bed at once.
Alright.
Very good, sir.
Alright. He said we could, so this time we should be able to.
If there's any possible chance this is the murder weapon, I should not touch it with my bare hands.
Well, then put the gloves on.
Willikins, what are you doing out there?
I was just picking up this object under your bed.
Yes, of course. Only... could you not do that?
Sir?
That is to say, could you go and wait in the dressing room for a moment first? There's a good chap.
Sir, I must say, this isn't making you appear to be less guilty.
Just go in there and wait until I give the all clear. Then I promise you can have whatever rubbish you find under there.
Very good, sir.
I don't trust him on this. I really don't. Don't trust him at all. But we're making progress, so that's a good thing. So are we flushing the evidence, are we?
absolutely certain, but I believe the plumbing is backed up again. There's only one place the excess water can go in this house if that happens.
In your bedroom.
Okay, it's safe.
This is most definitely not what was here a moment ago. I doubt it's the murder weapon.
Well, then why would he flush it then?
Well, I don't think this is the actual murder weapon, but I might as well take it. I'd be concerned about these if I thought Master Nick had even the remotest concept of what any of it actually meant. Step by step, heart to heart. On loan to us from an old text adventure. I won't bother making a more specific reference, as you're not likely to get it anyway. The bedpost is the more traditional location for one's gum, but Master Nick has always been one to spit his gum in the face of convention. Also occasionally in my face. It would appear that something rather large and unwieldy, I expect I can guess what, has been flushed down the loo. I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you out. We found something that could be the murder weapon, and he flushed it down the toilet. You say you doubted that it could be, but then why would he flush it down the toilet? And why would he make us wait in the dressing room while he did that? Let's see if we can go down to your bedroom even though it's flooded.
Much as I'd like to crawl into my subterranean hole and hide from all this, it would appear to be flooded.
There it is.
I can't reach it from here.
Where we got rope?
Not a terrible idea, but, well, it's only sort of half an idea, isn't it?
There we go. That should work.
I managed to retrieve the line before that rodent gnawed completely through it. That little blight is going to be trouble.
I think I got an idea.
I suspect if that rat is clever enough not to drown when his home's been flooded, he won't just eat a packet of clearly marked poison.
Well, what do you hope for me to do then?
I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time. I almost respect the little bugger's survival instincts. Almost. No. I can't reach it from here. I'd rather not, if it's all the same. I shan't be seizing that bone, thanks. Bit of a reach, don't you think? It's made of apples. Well, mostly apples. Ladies and gentlemen, salt and pepper. Much as I'd like to crawl into my subterranean hole and hide from all this, it would appear to be flooded. I can't see much point in doing that. There's my alleged murder weapon. I can't see much point in doing that. Managed to retrieve the line before that rodent gnawed completely through it. That little blight is going to be trouble. Tempting though it might be to consume this myself and end my misery, I believe this poison only works on rodents. This may be the first time in all my years of working here that I've used poison as a verb, and not in the way I'd always imagined it either. That dead rat won't even be in the top 10 smelliest things I've had to deal with down there, sadly.
There, we took care of the rat. Now we can get the line and pull up your murder weapon.
The diameter of the gnome's pointy cap would seem to match the diameter of the wound on our foyer corpse. I believe I may indeed have obtained the murder weapon.
I think you did too.
After a considerable fashion.
Victory is much closer. You were clever, Nick, but not clever enough. Not very clever at all, actually.
Well, sir, despite your best efforts, I have retrieved what appears to be the murder weapon.
What, you want a bloody medal or something?
No, of course not. Carry on, sir. Sir, I must insist that you allow me to look under your bed.
Willikins, I've decided to try being indecisive. I always wanted to be a logical paradox.
Really, sir? Is that what you've always wanted to be today?
And so, in answer to the question, may I look under the bed?
Well, now that we got the murder weapon, maybe we can call back our friendly detective friend, and see what he has to say about that.
The offices of Clever Rules, home of the great detective Clever Rules. Speaking to you now is the great detective himself, Clever Rules.
Mr. Rules.
Call me Clever.
Rather. I was wondering if you could provide me with more information.
Inquire away.
It's a crime to call 999 when there's no emergency. I already reported the one, and no further emergency has occurred since then, that I know of anyway. Excuse me, Mum. Sorry to interrupt, but there's been this murder.
Oh, there's a lot of murders in there. World's a right horrible place it is. Not like in my day. In my day, people was more likely to drop dead of black lung or the influenza. Spanish influenza, of course.
I can deduce from this somewhat problematic answer that you did not see the murder which took place 2 rooms from this very location.
Well reasoned.
They say Master Nick's good great-aunt Petunia once had tea with Queen Victoria, which, for those of you who haven't memorized the British monarchs, makes her extremely old. I dare say he looks familiar.